Hi, black Democrats are a detriment to society. Democrats, period, are a detriment to society. And it's MAGA Hat Monday. Let's go.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce, and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
So I'm just leaving the Treasury building this morning. We just had a very important meeting discussing the president's proposal last night on banning Blackstone from buying homes in the United States. Very good meeting with the Secretary Bessent, members of financial services. President gave a great speech last night, is leading on affordability, leading on housing. And so we're going to work hard to deliver this and get this done here on Capitol Hill. See ya. Talk to you soon.
I'm MC Too Tall, and you're watching the MC Too Tall Show. Your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host. Anyway, let's talk about the Democrats. But first, let me point out, at the beginning of this video, you saw an example of what a moral human being does. He works things out for the betterment of society. And Blackstone is an evil entity. They must be stopped at all costs. Hopefully, the legislation that Congressman Donalds is pushing will put an end, or possibly even a death, to Blackstone as a whole. They're an evil entity, I tell you. They are an evil entity. They are of the left, and they're anti-capitalist, and they are evil. So anyway, that's an example of morality. And he's doing this for his constituents, not because he's a black man, but because he's a Republican, and that's what Republicans do for their constituents. They help their constituents. They don't just come around when they need votes and then screw them over for the remainder of their term until it's election season again. That's a Democrat thing. Democrats are known for that. And if you don't believe me, look at any Democrat-run city. Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, New York, you name it. Any place run by Democrats is a slum. It's a crime-ridden, peat-reeking slum. And when you put a black face on the party, you cannot criticize it anymore, because then you'll be called a racist. So I go out of my way to specifically say black Democrats are a detriment to society, because they only help the evils of the left and the evil Democrat agenda further along. And what that is to confuse the children, make people grow up to be non-binary communists, submissive to the New World Order. A world in which there are no borders, no guns, no God, and no gold. And that would be a terrible world to live in. Anybody that says the world must not have borders is a son of a bitch bastard. There are people of several of different cultures that don't mingle together. Okay? And you could have people from different countries come in and join this country, but not bring the violence and the white people hatred of their culture. There are people that just grow up hating white people just because they're white. The majority of people in this world that don't deserve to die are white people. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that if you're something other than white, you automatically deserve to die. But these cultures don't mingle with Western society, and that's why you don't let droves and droves of them in. You let them in little at a time, allow them to assimilate, adapt our culture, our great Western culture. And that's where the problem lies. You have Democrats that will put a black face on their party, even though they're the party of Jim Crow, KKK, and slavery and lynchings. They are now putting a black face on there. And they'll even put a face that is not a black face and say, that's a strong black woman. You should vote for her. Kamala Harris isn't black. Follow? She's as black as Rachel Dolezal, if anybody remembers her. Okay? And there's where the problem lies. Identity politics. I'm going to vote for him because he's black like me. But he's a Democrat and he's going to stab you in the back. Shut up, you're a racist. See where I'm going with this? And so the worst thing that could happen to the black community is the black Democrat. Is Brandon Johnson doing anything for Chicago? Are Chicagoans benefiting at all from Brandon Johnson? Not at all. Not at all. I don't even have to go there to know that. I correspond with plenty of people from there that tell me it's a hellhole. There are people there that would argue that their city is even worse than New York. And they could be right. And Brandon Johnson got in there solely because he was black. And had nothing to do with anything else. Oh, and supposedly, a lot of these people are brainwashed into believing that if you're of a marginalized group, if you're a woman, you have to vote Democrat. If you're black, you have to vote Democrat. If you're Hispanic, you have to vote Democrat. If you're gay, you have to vote Democrat. And you put a bunch of people in with a bunch of different belief systems that don't mix. The majority of black families are not proud of homosexuality, for example. Okay? And a lot of them blame white people for bringing homosexuality into their community, which is kind of false. But you get what I'm saying. The point is, that's just an example of how different cultures don't mix. If you're a Jew that abandons the justification for the existence of Israel, the people claiming they're Palestinians still won't embrace you. And you see how people are divided like this, and the only thing they have in common is to vote Democrat so they could continue to be divided and fight each other. Republican side is more unifying than the Democrat side. The only thing we dismiss are liberals. And we'll try to educate liberals, we'll try to sway liberals, but after a while, if they're beyond the pale, we got to do what we got to do. And if liberals get in the way, we got to push them out of the way. That's just the thing that we do. And I roll my sleeves up. I get down to business every day. Every day. I don't just sit around and bitch all day. Okay? Okay? I'm a productive member of society. And it's the black Democrat politicians that are a detriment of society. And I need more people. I need more people calling this out. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Watch out for the black Democrat politicians.